Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have returned, and yes, I know it's been a few 5 to 7 months, but I have returned and I'm going to make a new little video. Well, I should probably say big. Right now I'm gonna rate every single type of Pokemon and pick my favorite in every single generation. Now, this probably will be the longest video I edit, so hopefully it won't be like an hour, but we'll see. Some opinions are fast, others are just really not fast, but we'll see. I tried to do this earlier, but a lot of stuff happened, but yeah. Well, alright then, let's go off with my least favorite generation, Gen 1. Gen 1 is really boring. Normal is a boring type, but I think, I like a decent amount of normal type. This one's really hard. I kind of like all of them. There's not really one I hate. Maybe like Rattata or something, but even then I think it's just boring. I'm gonna say Snorlax. I don't know, I think Snorlax is a classic in personality and stuff. Fire, well, if it was a hate one, I would definitely pick Charizard. I'm realizing now there's not really good fire types. I don't like Moltres, it's really boring. I guess Arcanine. Arcanine is pretty cool. Water, water has a lot. I mean, it is water type. I love Gyarados. Who doesn't like Gyarados? Gyarados is really cool. Grass is... Gen 1, I'm sorry guys, is probably the worst generation, in my personal opinion. I do not like Gen 1 at all. Like, I'm gonna pick Executor because goofy Pokemon, but I like Alolan Executor more. Okay, Raichu, I love Raichu. Raichu is really cool. I hate that Pikachu was always overshadowing Raichu, but at least Raichu got a Alolan form, but that is something. Ice, I would say Lapras. Lapras is pretty cool. I don't get why it's an ice type, but whatever, it's ice. Fighting, I like Poliwrath. Poliwrath's pretty cool. Giant big frog, pretty simple design. Poison, oh, that's a lot of poison types. Tandacruel, Nidoking's pretty cool. I like Muck. Golbat's fine. Who doesn't like Gengar? I don't know. I'm gonna say Gengar. I know that there are a lot of people who like ghost types, and Gengar is a pretty cool ghost type. But then whatever. Round, it's not really good not any good ground types. I'm gonna say Onyx, not for its stats, but its design. Flying, Dragonite. Actually no, I like Aerodactyl. I like myself some dinosaurs. Slowbro is really funny and stupid. My favorite typing, Bug. I like Pinsir. I like all these guys, but Pinsir's the coolest. Rock. I'm gonna say Aerodactyl again. Aerodactyl's pretty cool. I'm gonna say Gengar. I like all of them. Dragonite is gonna be my favorite for this one. Yes, Dark. Oh, what? That's so weird. Okay, so I'm guessing it's just for, like, all the beta Pokemon. I'm gonna pick the Skeleton Aerodactyl. It looks really cool. Steel, Magneton, I guess, because it's the only one. Fairy is utterly useless. I do not like any of these Pokemon. Maybe Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff, I guess. Starter. I don't know. All these pick Blastoise. Blastoise is the coolest starter. Doesn't mean it's the best. Oh my god, look how much pandering Gen 1 has. Look how much pandering. This is only the Megas and Gigantamaxes. It also has a bunch of regional variants on top of that. All of these designs are pretty cool. Call me weird, but I'm gonna say Mega Pinsir is the coolest out of all of them. Legend, I like Zapdos. Zapdos is the coolest legendary. Favorite, oh, that's hard. Is it hard? I don't know. I don't use that much Gen 1 Pokemon in general. I might say Pinsir just because I said Mega Pinsir, but that would look weird. Man, I did it so fast. I'm gonna say Raichu, I guess. Gen 2 is a little bit more easier. Normal, I Oh yeah, Noi Owl. Oh, dude, I used to love Noi Owl. I used to use him so much. That bird is so awesome. Fire, Typhlosion is just really cool. No, whoever hates Typhlosion, get out. Get your Pokemon ass out of here. Typhlosion is epic. Water, I'm gonna say Quagsire. A lot of cool water types out here, but Quagsire is just my boy. He's just my boy. Grass is actually pretty bad. I don't like any of these grass types that much, so I'm just gonna beta design and pick Meganium, I guess, or whatever. Wow, is this electric? I like Ampharos. Ampharos is really cute and awesome. Ice, I guess Delibird. I'm gonna say Sneasel. Fighting, Heracross is really cool. Crobat is really cool. I don't even have to say that's poison. Donphan is... yeah, I'll say Donphan for that one. Donphan's really cool. I love Donphan. Simple, easy design. A lot of flying type. I'm gonna say Skarmory. One of the leaks said that Skarmory is gonna get a Mega, so that would be pretty cool. Psychic... Oh, that's just a lot of unknowns. That is a lot of unknowns. Okay. Not gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Unknown J because that's the beginning of my name. Nah, I'm just joking. Wobbuffet. I love Wobbuffet. He's stupid and funny. Yeah, I'm gonna say Shuckle. Actually, no. There's a lot of cool bug types. All of them are cool. Scizor. I already picked Heracross. I'm gonna say... Yeah, I'm gonna say Shuckle. Rock. Oh, wait, no. I could say Scizor for you, and then I could say Rock could be Shuckle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gauss. Very hard option, everybody. Nah, I'm just joking. Dragon, I mean, Kingdra's still cool. I know it's the only option, but it's really cool. I like Umbreon. Umbreon's, pretty good evolution. These are all good steel types. I love these. I love all of these guys. Even Fortress. Fortress is just a ball with the cannons on it. Like, what's not to like about Fortress? Out of all of them, I would say Steelix is probably the badass one. Like, it's just giant metal snake. There's nothing more you need, honestly. Fairy, I would say Azumarill. I like Azumarill. Starter. I like Feraligatr more. What did I say for water? Quagsire. Okay, yeah, I like Feraligatr more. Okay, so these are just Gen 2 Megas. I like... Oh, dude. Dude, this goes so hard. Mega Steelix is so hard. Like, I love the giant, monstrous crystals. Favorite legendary. They're all really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's pretty... No, wait, no. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll say Ho-Oh. My favorite Gen 2 Pokemon... that's really hard. I like all of these guys. All of them are fun. Even Mistress, but, not that much. I would say probably... I would say Shuckle. Shuckle is amazing. All these Gen 2 Pokemon are pretty cool. I like Shuckle the most. Oh. Gen 3, on the other hand, is probably my second favorite generation. I haven't played any Gen 3 Pokemon games, but I do like a good amount of Gen 3 Pokemon, so yeah, this would be pretty easy. Favorite is Zangoose. He's so badass. Look at those red scars on his body. Fire. I like Torkoal. Torkoal is pretty cool. Steam engine. Oh my god, that's a lot of water types. I'm gonna say Sharpedo. I love Sharpedo. Sharks are really awesome and cool, and Sharpedo's no exception to that. Grass. Ooh, decent amount of grass types. This is so hard. Sometimes, I like all these guys. There's, no bad grass type. If I had to choose one, though, it's a tie between Ludicolo and Shroomish, but I'm gonna say Shroomish, because Goomba guy. Look at that face, and tell me that you don't like him. Not that much electric types, huh, surprising. I like Manectric. Manectric is pretty cool. Ice is Regice. Nah, Glalie is pretty cool. But the memes, I'm gonna pick Regice. Un action over there. Blaziken, fighting. I'm gonna say Breloom. Breloom's a pretty weird looking fighting type, but I'm not countering. Survivor is really cool. Really cool. At first she was I guess better. Maybe it'll get a Mega. It looks really cool. Ground, I'm gonna say Flygon. Flygon's pretty cool. Please, Game Freak, give it a Mega. I hope that it becomes Bug Dragon, but I don't care at this point. This is flying. They added Shadow Lugia to here. I would probably pick normal Rayquaza, but Shadow Lugia is just really badass, so I might pick Shadow Lugia even though I never used it or even played with it before, so Shadow Lugia, I guess. Psychic. I wonder what favorite Psychic type I like. I'm just joking. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Is there any good Fairy types? Should I put Gardevoir in Fairy or Psychic? I'm gonna say Fairy. So because of that, I'm gonna pick Metagross as Psychic. Because Metagross is just the best pseudo-legendary. Favorite bug type? There are a lot of pretty cool bug types. I like Shedinja the best. Its ability is broken, even though it doesn't have good stats, but whatever. Rock, Regirock, Aggron. Gotta go with that Unoon action. That Unoon action is peak. I would say Sableye. Sableye is pretty cool. Dragon, never liked Altaria for why it's dragon. Why is a bird just here? I would say Rayquaza on this one. Okay, Dark. Absol, I love Absol. Absol is pretty cool. Steel, more Reggies. We need the more Reggies. And of course, my beautiful Gardevoir. Starter, all these guys are so cool. I love them all. I have used them all also because they were in the Sword and Shield DLC, so I'm gonna probably say Marsh. Okay, I'm gonna use Sceptile because I played this ROM hack called Let Platinum and I used Sceptile for that playthrough. It was pretty strong. Mega, Mega Gardevoir. What else would I pick? Favorite legendary. All of these legendaries are really cool. I'm gonna pick Kyogre though. I love my boy Kyogre. The Ocean Boy. Look at him. So cool. And of course, my favorite Pokemon of all time is Gen 3, Gardevoir. Who else could it be at this point? Half my name is Gardevoir. Hello? So normal. I like Regigigas' design, but I don't like its ability. I'm gonna say Staraptor. Staraptor is just a cool, simple, cool bird. Fire, Infernape's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome is an understatement. It's super awesome. Why is Palkia water type? I'm gonna say Empoleon. Empoleon's really cool. Just giant metal bird. And of course, my favorite grass type is Torterra. I like all the Gen 4 starters. There's not any bad fully evolved Gen 4 starters, in my opinion. Electric, Luxray's cool. Magnezone's pretty cool too. I'm gonna say Electivire though. Electivire's just this giant abomination and it looks really cool. Mamoswine, giant abomination and it looks really cool. Fighting, gotta be my boy Gallade. I love Gardevoir, so of course I'm gonna love Gallade. Poison, I'm gonna say Toxicroak. Drapion. Drapion's really cool. I like his bigness. I made a song video for Garchomp actually, so I'm gonna say Gliscor though. Really cool. I like hybrid creatures. It's a flying bat scorpion thing and I love it. Flying, I'm gonna say Yanmega. I like my bugs. Psychic. Oh man, I kinda don't like any of these psychic types. Frick, I'm just gonna say Gallade again. Bug. Oh man, besides Yanmega, they did not have any good bug types besides Yanmega. Yanmega is just peak, I guess. Maybe Rock. I like Rhyperior. I don't know why people don't like Rhyperior. Rhyperior is pretty cool. Ghost. I would say Dusclops. As you know, Spiritomb is more fun. I like Spiritomb. I like its simple design, its shiny as peak. It's just, yeah, pretty cool. Dragon. God, Origin. What is this one? Primal Dialga? Looks really cool. I'm gonna say Dialga. Mostly because they're card games, because, I don't know. Weavile's pretty cool. Steel. Heatran. I love my boy Heatran. I don't know why people don't like Heatran. I'm gonna say Togekiss. Mine Jr. is just stupid. Torterra is my favorite starter in general because Land Turtle is awesome. Mega Gallade, obviously. And then favorite... Oh, I know this is legendary. Favorite legendary... I know it seems weird. I'm a big Heatran fan. I stand for Heatran! So my favorite Pokemon... There are really cool ones. To tie between these, Gallade and Torterra... Gonna have to pick Gallade, though, because obvious reasons. Gen 5! Gen 5 might be my third favorite, maybe also my second favorite. I like a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon. Yo! Woman! Yo, I did not know they were gonna have that. Oh wait, no, actually no, I'm looking at the normal type Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna actually just pick Monica. Okay, sure, why not? Heatmore, I don't care what people say, Heatmore is really cool. Yeah. Don't mind that there's a giant woman in the normal type thing, so I'm just gonna say Monica and pretend that nothing happens. But yeah, Heatmore is really cool. Water type, I use Seismitoad pretty much a decent amount of times. It's a pretty good Pokemon. Grass, I like Lilligant. Lilligant's pretty cute. It's a cute little girl, whatever. Electric. Zekrom's cool. The Thunderous Therian form is cool. But, like, Mecha Godzilla, I guess, Shiny Iron Thorns before Shiny Iron Thorns became a thing, is really cool, because awesome dinosaur. Ice is Beartic. Look at that giant polar bear. What else do you need? Fighting. It's not really any good fighting types. I guess I'm gonna say Combat Meloetta, or whatever it's called. This is the only good one. Poison, I like Scolipede. Scolipede's a really good poison bug type. So yeah. Grounds, let's say Excadrill. Excadrill is really good. Really good. Really awesome design. Who doesn't like Excadrill? Flying, I like Sigilith. I like the weird Pokemon. It looks really creepy and awesome at the same time. Psychic, I'm gonna say Swoobat. I have a decent fondness of Swoobat. It's pretty good. Bug. Oh, yeah. My boy Durant. I love Durant. Durant was my original first favorite Pokemon. I'm going to say Boldron for this one. I actually used the Boldron in my first ever Pokemon team, so I have sentimental values to this rock Pokemon. Ghost. Chandelure is probably the coolest. I have a friend who obsesses over Chandelure, and I can understand. Chandelure is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool dragons. I'm going to say Druddigon, though. No. Actually, no. Haxorus, Giant Axe Dragon. What else do you need? Crocodile is my favorite dark type. I like lizards. I don't know if you could tell. I'm going to say Durant again. Actually, no. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to say Durant. More Durant fans. Whimsicott. I like Whimsicott. It's really good to use. I like Emboar. Hopefully Emboar can get like a regional variant or a mega. I love Emboar. I don't care what people say. I like the Firebeard. The Firebeard is pretty badass. Pokestar Studios and just Mega Autono and G-Max Garbodor. Okay. All of them are really cool. I like all of them except the karate dude and the dude in the... Actually, no. I like the dude in the cape. I'm gonna say Monica, because big woman. Favorite legendary Pokemon. I like Meloetta, honestly. I like it. It's cute. Adorable. Favorite, of course, is Durant. I like a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon, but Durant was my original first favorite Pokemon. Fun fact. And yeah, it's Durant, of course. Gen 6. Gen 6 has some decent normal types, I guess. I'm gonna say Diggersby. I know it's kind of... Actually, man, I don't know. There's not really that much good normal types in this generation. Diggersby, whatever. Fire, no, I will not say Mega Charizard X. Maybe I might say Mega Charizard Y, but then Talonflame is just cool. Firebird. Mega Sharpedo is really... Actually, no. I'm gonna not do Megas, but Clauncher. I like giant, big, meaty claws. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Trevenant is a really cool, creepy, awesome, spooky tree. Mega Manectric gets giant thunderbolts. Avalong is just a giant ice turtle, and it's awesome. Mega Gallade gets a giant stabby thing. Mega Beedrill just becomes giant lances and swords. Primal Groudon is just fired up Groudon. This is flying. Pinsir wings. Awesome. Gardevoir gets a poofier dress and is beautiful. Scizor gets sharper blasters or whatever. Dinosaur is dinosaur, so of course peak. Slash is a giant, awesome, cool sword. Noivern is an awesome, adorable, awesome Noivern bat, whatever. Mega Absol is awesome. Steel, Mega Mawile, like 2 mouths. Gardevoir, because Gardevoir. And favorite starter, kind of don't know. This one's kind of weird. I haven't really used this, none of these starters before. Probably can use them in ZA, but I'm probably not. I'm gonna just say, like, Greninja, I guess. Actually, no, I like Frogadier a little more. Oh, that's a lot of Megas. Mega Gardevoir, out of all of them! Gardevoir for life! Nah, I'm just joking. I like the colors of Primo Kyogre the most. And favorite Gen 6 Pokemon. Minus the Megas, I probably would say Avalon. I like my underrated boys, and Avalon is just, I love Avalon. Okay, I don't care what people say. Gen 7 is my favorite generation. It's the only other non-Nintendo Switch Pokemon game I played, and I love all these Gen 7 Pokemon. Like, I can't even decide most of it. It probably would be a tie between Toucannon and Beware, but I'm probably gonna say Beware. It's probably more normal than fighting. But yeah, Beware is awesome. Ghost Rider over here. R.I.P. My Alolan Marowak, Nicolas Cage. I forgot what he died to, but he did die. I think it was like Glaceon. Weird. Water, I like Arachnoquid. I like Water Bug. Grass, of course. Lurantis. My precious, precious Lurantis. She is so adorable. I'm so sad that I'm the very few people who loves this Pokemon. Electric, I like Vikavolt. I like that there's only 3 bug Pokemon in this game, or actually no, 5, including the Ultra Beast, and all of them are cool. I like Alolan Sandslash. I like his metal claws. Fighting, I like, I'm gonna say Pheromosa. Actually no, Kamalo is pretty cool. Actually no, yeah, I'm gonna say Marshadow. Marshadow is cute, but also really badass at the same time. Poison, Alolan Muck is just really wild and crazy in all the best ways. Mudsdale, I had a Mudsdale. Her name was Pal. Rest in peace. And I have sentimental values with a Mudsdale because of that. I actually used Pal a few times, and it's a really good Pokemon. Celesteela, I like. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll say Celesteela. Giant Rocket Girl. Alolan Raichu is very cute and adorable. Oh, look at these boys. I'm gonna say Golisopod for this one. Really badass. Awesome. Lycanroc. I like all Lycanroc. I'm just gonna say midday. Actually, no. I'm gonna say Dusk. Dusk form Lycanroc is probably the best Lycanroc. Mimikyu is my second favorite Alolan Pokemon. Probably my 5th favorite Pokemon in general. Alolan Exeggutor is just stupid funny. And Dark. Guzzlord is super crazy. I love Guzzlord and how stupid crazy it looks. Stakataka is just really wild also. Tapu Lele is probably my favorite Alolan Legendary. I like all of these guys. I'm gonna say, I don't care what people say. Primarina is really cool. This is all the gimmick forms. I'm gonna say the coolest is probably G-Max Metameta because it looks really cool. Favorite Legendary, I just already said it, Tapu Lele. And of course, my favorite Pokemon from Alola is Lurantis. I love her so much. Next up is Gen 8, my first ever Pokemon generation. I might have sentimental values, but we'll see. I'm gonna say Zoroark, Hisuian Zoroark, first normal ghost type, very unique type combo. This one would be Galarian Darmanitan. I love how insane it is. Galarian Darmanitan Zen mode is just so crazy. First ice fire type. What's not to love? And it also has more attack stat than Zacian. So that's kind of funny. Water! We got a few boys. I'm gonna say Dracovish. Dracovish is awesome. I love Dracovish. I like Hisuian Lilligants. I like the simple changes of Lilligants. It's pretty awesome. Electric. I'm gonna say Arcazolt. I like the unique type combo. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know how good it is in competitive. Never used it. Ice. It would be Hisuian Avalon. I love. As an Avalon fan, I love that they give my bull Hisuian form. So yeah, it's really cool. Fighting. Why are two of them pure fighting? Oh, I wish they were one steel or something. Because I love Galarian Farfetch, but I also love Phalanx at the same time. Why? I don't care. I'm gonna say Galarian Farfetch. I love that design. I love how pissed off he looks. He's so cool. I love Overquill. I just love how big, spiky boy, and he's just really cool. Ursaluna is really fun. Giant, awesome grizzly bear. Oh, Corviknight, my second ever Pokemon I have ever used. I have a deep sentimental values to this giant metal bird, and it's really awesome. Orbeetle is really cool. First psychic bug type, really cool. My fellow bug types, hello. Cleavor is pretty awesome. Giant rocks staggering around. Colossal. Actually, no, I'm gonna say Dreadnought. Dreadnought was my third Pokemon I ever used, so yeah, again, more sentimental values to it. Ghost, I would probably say, Hisuian Typhlosion. First starter I used in Hisui. Pretty cool. Hisuian Gudra is awesome. I love its cute shell. It's really adorable. Obstagoon is just way wild. I love how Obstagoon looks. He looks so epic. Steel. I would probably pick Duraludon. Yeah, I would pick Duraludon. Big, awesome, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say Grimmsnarl. I love the uncanny look that Pokemon has. I would probably pick Hisuian Decidueye. Actually, no. Inteleon, because it was the first ever Pokemon I used. So yeah, have sentimental values. That is a lot of forms. Oh my god, that's a lot of forms. G-Max Inteleon, because guns are canon to Pokemon now. Legendaries. I'm gonna pick Regidrago. Really awesome. I did not know that they were ever gonna make a Regidrago, but they did. My favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, I'm gonna say Corviknight. Corviknight is just epic. I love Corviknight so much. He's a sentimental bird. He's awesome, and I've pretty much used him in every game he's in, which is not much, but still. Finally, the last generation. I'm gonna say Unkalone male. Nah, like the Dunsparce 3 segment. I don't care how stupid it is. It's really funny and it's epic. Skeledirge is awesome fire type. I love that they finally have a quadruped. Look at him now. He's a quadruped. Finally. Thank you, Game Freak. I don't care what people say. Iron Bundle is really awesome. I like all the Future Paradox Pokemon because robots are cool. Grass. Woshen. I love Woshen. Woshen is so epic. Also, the meme is just super funny. Iron Hands is really cool. I like the magnet hands that it has. Titan is really awesome. A land whale is just walking around, crushing things. Oh, there's a lot of good fighting types. I'm gonna say for this one, probably Great Tusk. Really awesome, big mammoth thing. It's really cool. Poison, my boy, my precious boy, Clodsire. Oh, I love Clodsire so much. Ground, I like Iron Tusk. I'm gonna say Tingaloo. Tingaloo is really fun. Look how epic and awesome this giant, monstrous moose is. Flying is kind of disappointing, actually, looking at it. I would probably say Kilowattro. Kilowattro is just electric bird. Psychic, I would say Vanzola. Vanzola is pretty cool. I like the water sharpness of this horrifying looking fish. Slitherwing should have been Bug Dragon type, which I am so disappointed in, but at least it is really cool. Rock, I like Iron Thorns. Look at him. Mecha Godzilla. Let's say for this one, Annihilate is just so awesome. Annihilate is like peak Pokemon design. Like, the concept of it is already badass enough, but then you give it this overpowered move and just make it broken. I love Annihilate. It's so cool. Roaring Moon is really awesome. Like, Mega Salamence just sucked, honestly, but Roaring Moon pulls it out of the park. Chi-Yu is also really cute, but also just kind of terrifying. Tinkaton is classic. Giant Hammer, awesome. Iron Valiant. Oh, Iron Valiant. Like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm biased because it's a Gardevoir fusion. But it's the first actual fusion. Like, come on. This thing is so awesome. This thing is like if you combine Gardevoir, Gallade, and then add some essence of Metal Sonic. Like this. And then it has Lightsaber, which is really cool. Favorite starter, Skeledirge. Giant crocodile on fire. Favorite gimmick form, I like Wugtrio. Actually, no. Paldean Wooper. Paldean Wooper is awesome and adorable. Favorite legendary, that's a good one. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I just like Wo-Shen. Wo-Shen is just really epic. And favorite Gen 9 Pokemon, that would 100% be Iron Valiant, of course. It's just so badass. Favorite normal type out of all of them, okay, so it's a tie between Beware and Hisuian Zoroark. I'm gonna say Hisuian Zoroark, honestly. It's really awesome, has an amazing shiny. Again, first normal ghost type, it's just really epic. Favorite fire type, I want to say Heatmore, but I think Skeledirge is just really cool. It's just really hot, excuse me. It's really awesome and fiery. I like all these water types, especially Sharpedo, Quagsire, and Arachnoquid, and Clawitzer, but Dracovish. I just love my boy Dracovish. Grass, it's not even a competition. Lurantis, of course. Electric's pretty hard. Electric, I'm gonna say Vikavolt. Vikavolt's pretty cool. I like Vikavolt. Ice, gotta be regular. Actually, no, I like Hisuian Avalon a little bit more than regular Avalon, personally. Gallade, of course. Poison. Poison's pretty hard. I'm gonna say Clodsire. Clodsire, of course, is poison. Ground. Ground probably would be... I'm gonna say Primal Groudon. Primal Groudon is really cool, awesome, fiery dinosaur. Flying, not even competition. Corviknight. Psychic. This would be Mega Gardevoir, of course. Bug would be Durant. No competition there. And then it would be... Rock would be... okay, tied between Boldron and Shuckle. I'm sorry, I like Boldron. He's just really cool. Mimikyu, obviously, for Ghost type. Dragon would be... Roaring Moon. Giant, awesome, Roaring Moon. Dark would probably be... Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is just so awesome. Steel, Tinkaton. Fairy, of course, Gardevoir. And starter, it would probably be Torterra now. I know I like Inteleon, but I've kind of waned a little bit, and I've loved Torterra a little bit more. Favorite, okay, wait, no, the favorite gimmick form, I'm gonna say Gardevoir again, and favorite legendary, I'm gonna say Primo Kyogre is probably the coolest. It looks really cool. I like the way it glows. And, of course, favorite Pokemon in general. What do you think it will... It's Gardevoir. It's Gardevoir, guys. Come on. It's Gardevoir. Now for additional things. Also, my team would be... Let's see if I could pick it. I'll figure that out. Favorite regional bird, the Rookidee line the most. Favorite regional mammal, I like Larian Zigzagoon the most. Regional bug, I like Grubbin. Yeah, I like Grubbin. Favorite pseudo-legendary, who else? Metagross. Metagross is just epic, awesome. Favorite Pikachu clone, I ironically like all the Pikachu clones except for Pikachu, so it's kind of funny. But of course, Mimikyu. Technically a Pikachu wannabe, but yeah. Evolution, I'm gonna say Umbreon. Yeah, favorite fossil, gotta be Dracovish. Favorite regional form, that's a lot of regional forms, wow. Galarian Farfetch is just, I don't know why, but I love him. Favorite Gigantamax form. Again, Sniper. Favorite baby. I don't really care about the babies, but I guess Bonsai? Bonsai is fun. Favorite, what's this? New evolution. Crushing evolution. Probably just Gallade. Gallade's really cool. Simple, but cool. Alcremie. I like blue. Blue Alcremie, I guess. That's a lot of variants. I'm just gonna pick randomly. Normal Vivian? Let's say Pokeball Vivian. Favorite Pokeball. Wow, that's a lot of Pokeball. Coolest. I'm gonna say I like friendship. I like making friends with Pokemon. Favorite type? I could say probably Bug. I like Bug a lot. I don't care what people say. I love Bug. Favorite Paradox Pokemon? Definitely gotta be Iron Valiant. Favorite Ultra Beast is gonna be a little hard. I guess I like Xurkitree. I don't know why I said for electric, but Xurkitree is a really cool Ultra Beast. Favorite mythical Pokemon? It's gotta be, let's see. Let's say Meloetta. Really cute. And favorite box art legendary? I gotta go with my boy Kyogre. Kyogre is just really cool. Let me see. 1 second, guys. Let me see if I could just pick a team or something. Can I pick? So I don't know how that other website works, so I kind of just went on this other website, Sword and Shield Team Planner, since they do have all my favorite Pokemon, but in order, my 6th favorite Pokemon of all times is Gallade. My 5th favorite Pokemon of all times is Metagross. My 4th favorite Pokemon of all times is Mimikyu. My 3rd favorite Pokemon is Durant. My 2nd favorite Pokemon is Lurantis. And my 1st favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon will always be Gardevoir. So I like 2 humanoids, 1 fake plant that looks like a bug, an iron ant, whatever the hell Metagross is, and Mimikyu. So thank you guys for watching this video. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. I'm back, baby. More Gardevoir stuff, more Boom Bloom stuff. And don't forget, I actually have 2 new channels. Hopefully I could link them on this video or in my posts. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully I could do more stuff later on. And summer break's coming up, so more time for videos, baby. Okay, goodbyes. I'm Joaquin Devoir, and I will see you guys later.